Public transportation. It's something we're all familiar with. You might ride the metro, you might take the bus to get around. Whatever it is, I'm willing to bet that a majority of people watching this video have actually interacted with public transportation in one form or another. It's what connects cities to other cities and connects districts of cities to other districts. In America, many communities are becoming increasingly more reliant on government services to get around. In fact, public transportation ridership has increased 28% since 1995, and we spend billions of dollars a year on public transportation programs. However, public transportation can sometimes be flawed in its pursuit of connection. According to a Harvard economist, public transportation is closely connected to social mobility. The reason for that is because those with access to good transit options usually have more opportunities than those who don't. That's because good jobs are usually not near disadvantaged populations. Someone who lives in a city, in the bad part of a city, for example, usually needs access to the downtown or to a prosperous suburb of a city if they want to move up socioeconomically. And it's significantly harder to do that if that person does not have access to a car to get around in. That's because American cities are usually and primarily based off of roads. The transit systems in place simply don't do enough to connect people to the places they need to be. The system also works against disadvantaged populations through gentrification. It happens so often and with such uniformity, it even has a name coined for itself. It's called transit-induced gentrification. As American cities become more focused on the future, with this increased emphasis on environmentally sustainable aspects of life, we see a redoubled effort to improve existing public transit infrastructure and to construct new systems to help take the load off of streets and the immense carbon footprint that comes with that many cars. This new public transportation effort has caused problems for the communities who it's supposed to be helping. The result of Americans shifting away from cars and looking at walking, biking, and public transit as viable options are that developers are increasingly zoning and building mixed-use land developments near public transportation hubs. These new developments are praised by environmental and climate concerned organizations as revolutionary and as the future. However, we have to consider the full impact of these new developments on existing communities across American cities. The target populations for these mixed-use developments are primarily young people who want to be within walking distance of areas to shop and places to work. The result is that a desirable living environment is created, leading to higher home prices across the district. And so, public transportation infrastructure, which was intended in part to help disadvantaged populations be connected to jobs, actually priced them out of their own homes. In Kansas City, council members claim their new free streetcar has been helping reduce traffic and connect people to jobs in their community. Yet, the nearby William Jewell College reports that the new streetcar has actually made low-income residents of downtown be forced to leave the area due to rising costs of living. In addition, Kansas City's attempt at mass transit is limited and can only be marketed towards a specific group of commuters. Another example can be found right here in California, where 400 new multifamily mixed-use developments were constructed in major cities, only a half-mile away from a major transportation hub. Prices in these neighborhoods skyrocketed past anything anyone making a medium income for that region could afford. A final example can be found in Phoenix, where advocates argue that a new light rail expansion, which is estimated to cost billions by 2050, would increase gentrification and force low-income residents to leave the area, just as it did in downtown Kansas City and in California. There are, however, several policy-based solutions that can help solve this problem. These solutions allow cities to connect disadvantaged populations to good jobs while not pricing them out of their own homes due to transit-induced gentrification. One solution is to insert affordable housing regulations into every public transit project. This way, you won't suddenly have desirable multi-million-dollar homes popping up to every new or improved transportation hub. This will help the problem in a meaningful way, but it doesn't completely accomplish the goal of connecting people to jobs and connecting districts to districts. Economic experts say that the final solution lies in public policy reforms, where the government creates special districts for lower socioeconomic classes placed near transportation hubs. To create this, there needs to be a dedicated federal funding program to assist developers in constructing these new districts. With these reforms, we can finally move forward with a plan that not only connects cities, but people to jobs and resources. It's no doubt that public transportation is the future, but America has to move forward cautiously to ensure that we achieve this connection in a conscionable way.